Shit. Got your ass.
Man, I want to know if Roland Martin will ever go back to his home country just to visit, but he's the biggest Haitian that I have ever seen my time. I didn't know they can even get that big.
Well, I think the dude touched on something too, because he said Westmore. Westmore is I think Westmore is a tether too. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of these tethers then came in and infiltrated all our organizations. You know what I'm saying? The Divine Nine, then got up into what do you call it? Politics, into the Congress and everything. And I will say this again: they were able to do that because the boomers allowed it.
Yep.
It was the boomers that didn't gatekeep. They didn't make distinctions. It's the boomers right here, right now, trying to talk us into.
CRM is so slow. So slow.
Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's the boomers that left.
I gotta give I got. Give on a little, just a little pushback. Not only the boomers, we got to talk.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. That was we caught the last tail end of that. Oh yeah, and Gen X too. Like I said, I think there's the part of Gen X that's the closest to the boomers. I'm trying to tell you, the cutoff date is somewhere around 1974 to, like, you know what I'm saying, today. Like the Gen X is born from like 1974 into the 80s. Those are the cool ones. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The Xers that are closer to the you know what I'm saying? And like, even when I be saying the boomers, like I said, it's an 80-20. Like, I mean, what you call it? I was talking about collectively as a whole. I mean, clearly there was live ass boomer niggas that was
we getting credit too.
That was trying to put niggas on game. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had a lot of thorough little heads.
Inside the city's sewer system, only at Fox 11 tonight, shocking and disturbing discovery in South Los Angeles. Some homeless now living underground inside the city's sewer system just to survive. Fox 11's Matthew Seudorf joining us live after witnessing these conditions firsthand. Matthew.
Yeah, Christine, this is bad, and the area isn't safe either. We actually had to drive a few miles away just for safety reasons for this live shot. But the things we saw, we won't forget. An up-close, exclusive look underground at living conditions too extreme for words. It's hard to imagine someone living in there. Trash, human waste, and an overpowering stench. I gotta get back. Just moments earlier, we watched someone climb out of that storm drain using the sewer as shelter. Water and food?
This lady is clearly rocked out of her mind. She's living in a drain. And all that filth and nastiness. Can't even talk. Very obvious substance abuse fried, this lady.
Hold on, before you pay for yet another app to manage your team, let me introduce you to Connect Team, the one platform that replaces all.
Her answer's hard to understand. But the area, 88th and South Grand, overwhelmed with RVs, tents, and trash.
Hello, yes.
Juan Nala with nonprofit Clean LA with me was picking up garbage here Monday.
We got a lady living down there.
When he saw not one, but two people emerge from the storm drain.
I can't explain that.
She was living down there in a drain with another person. That small space. And nobody picked these people up and took them to the crazy house. All the signs are there. They're mentally going.
You know, a person living like a rat.
She was living down there in a drain with another person. That small space. And nobody picked these people up and took them to the crazy house. All the signs are there. They're mentally going.
You know, a person living. Explain that.
She was living down there in a drain with another person. That small space. And nobody picked these people up and took them to the crazy house. All the signs are there. They're mentally going.
You know,
Prop 1 is about government spending on mental health. It has the power to decide how your tax dollars are spent on mental health for the next 30 years. And right off the bat, I need you to know what California is doing here wouldn't be legal in a lot of states. Scheduling a proposition during a primary election instead of in November means much lower voter turnout to decide the question. The buck stops with your state senator and assembly person on that. Lawmakers put Prop 1 on your March primary ballot. That lower turnout does person on that. Lawmakers in November means much lower voter turnout to decide the question. The buck stops with your state senator and assembly person on that. Lawmakers put Prop 1 on your March primary ballot. That lower turnout does come with a silver lining. Your vote, should you choose to cast one, has more power to decide the outcome. Prop 1 is a proposed law that has two parts. It has new state spending, and it changes existing spending on mental health. Let's take the new money first. Prop 1 would have the state borrow and spend $6.4 billion. $2 billion of that is aimed at homelessness. That'll go into a state program that uses existing hotels and motels to house people. It also builds some new housing units. The bigger slice would pay for new facilities for mental health and addiction treatment. How many places? What kind? I can't tell you. If voters approve Prop 1, those decisions would be made later. $6.4 billion of bonds costs billions of dollars to borrow. This is the government's version of taking out a 30-year mortgage. The payments plus interest, about $310 million.
What we've seen is that the vast majority of petitions we've received, these individuals are not strangers to behavioral health services. We know these people. They've been in our system of care for years and years and years, but no program has ever had the resources to be able to effectively engage them in the behavioral health services they need.
The individuals that are in this program are getting very selective and very intensive outpatient case management. We have a very good group of people in the behavioral health department that are constantly in communication with our clients, working with them to make sure they go to their appointments, help them with medical appointments, help them get their benefits. Help them find housing.
I can see the relief, their physical relief, when you say, hand me the baton. We're here. This team is here because they care about your loved one, and you can rest assured that we will do what it takes to support them.
What we've seen is that
The CARE Act stands for the Community Assistance, Recovery, and Empowerment Act. The CARE Act creates a new pathway to deliver mental health treatment and support services to the most severely impacted Californians, who often experience homelessness or incarceration without treatment. This pathway is accessed when a person, called the petitioner, requests court-ordered treatment, services, support, and housing resources under the CARE Act. Another person called the respondent. You may be wondering, who is eligible? For a person to be eligible for services under the CARE Act, they must meet 7 eligibility criteria. In this video, we will walk through the 7 criteria that must be met for a person to receive CARE Act services. We will also provide an example for each one. Please note, the examples provided in this video are only circumstances that may qualify. All determinations of eligibility will be made by the court and are case-specific. Number 1. The person must be 18 years old or older. That means the person must be an adult. Number 2. The person must have a diagnosis of schizophrenia spectrum or another psychotic disorder. That means that people with other serious mental illnesses, like bipolar disorder or major depression, don't qualify, unless they also have an eligible diagnosis. For example, eligible diagnoses include, but are not limited to, schizophrenia, schizoaffective disorder, or schizophreniform disorder. Number 3. The person must be currently experiencing a mental illness that is severe in degree and persistent in duration, may cause behavioral functioning that substantially interferes with the activities of daily living, and may lead to an inability to maintain independent functioning without treatment, support, and rehabilitation for a long or indefinite period. That means the illness is serious, may last a long time, and may cause significant problems in the person's life. For example, the person is having trouble with basic activities related to personal care due to a long-lasting mental illness, which could lead to their inability to care for themselves without assistance. Number 4. The person is not currently clinically stabilized in an ongoing voluntary treatment program. That means that the person is not already in a voluntary program that is working for them. For example, the person may be refusing voluntary treatment or have temporarily accepted voluntary treatment, but failed to continue treatment without reason. Number 5. At least one of the following must be true. Either the person is unlikely to survive safely in the community without supervision and their condition is substantially deteriorating.
Let me share my screen. Do you see this?
Us to get to tonight. We got the 4 lies out the way. That was the 4 lies. Recap the lie number 1, this ain't a real hearing. Number 2, this was not about the children. Number 3, progressives do not support reparations. They support reparations? Hell no. If they did, when the Democrats had the House, the Senate, and the White House, they would have put that bill up to the floor. They didn't. And number 4 lie, J. Paul don't care about them kids. Okay. Crocodile tears and all. So now, cultural angle. Let's go about culture here. Let's talk about the culture of this. I can't say this enough. The word reparations is tied to us. It's tied to the Black American struggle in America. It's part of our DNA at this point. Literally a part of our DNA at this point. Different ways that we have framed it. But you can only imagine Black Americans throughout the history of Black Americans, since the release, since our freedom, since the Emancipation Proclamation, since Juneteenth, has been one day we go get justice. Justice one day. Well, the form of justice in America is money. That's how we give justice in America. That's the remedy. So the word reparations is not just a policy language in the Black community. It is a sacred vocabulary, not to be used willy-nilly by opportunist representatives who want to get positions on committees and to fundraise off and to help their friends start private organizations, non-government organizations. It represents the unbroken chain of a promise made and broken. 40 acres and a mule, baby.
Hey man, what's the best advice you can give someone that's in sales?
Switch to Monday CRM.
Oh, awesome.
Growner than me, nigga. You know how you know I'm a grown ass man? Because nothing has stopped me. I've gotten everything I wanted out of life. But I don't know why I'm surprised. Y'all always falling for the okie doke. Always. You always falling for the okie doke.
I have to hear this. My BD used to date Chili, and before her, he was a super duper deadbeat, but she made him step up 1000%. I owe my kid's relationship with her dad to her. That said, he broke up with her because she voted for Trump in 2016. And
I'm so sick of these people playing music in they shit. I'm so sick of these people playing music in they shit.
I am not for any policies that are causing great harm to the American people. She says, I made a mistake too many make. I did not read the fine print. I thought I was supporting causes against human trafficking and for veterans. Two things I care deeply about, as my dad is a veteran and everyone knows I love children. She says, I have learned a valuable lesson and asked for grace as I navigate this. Love, Chili. Well, people then said, well, that doesn't 100% make sense. First of all, people were checking the people that Chili follows on social media, from her Instagram to her X account. And some of those people include Donald Jr., Tommy Lahren. Also, I had to go dig a little bit deeper into the FEC donations that she made. So according to the records, though, Chili, you made donations also to the Trump National Committee, JFC Incorporated. Back in 2024, in September of 2024, you made those donations. You also made donations to something called Never Surrender. So I said, let me just look up some of these organizations. According to...
Do y'all realize how crazy this is? I have never seen black people hate the president as much as they hate this president. I've never seen it. I've never seen it. And some of the presidents that came before Trump were a million times worse. I've never seen them hate George Bush Jr. the way they hate Donald Trump. I never seen them hate Bill Clinton the way they hate Donald Trump. And Bill Clinton literally signed into law the 94 crime bill that locked up countless black people. They had no smoke for him. All this shows you is just how powerful propaganda is, just how powerful it is to nonstop hit people with misinformation. Because that's all they've been doing ever since Trump got in office. It's just wave after wave after wave of lies and bullshit, like waves crashing on a beach. And I'm still shocked and amazed at the sheer number of idiots in this country. It is amazing to me, fam.